Hey guys!
We're here today to check out a band that was requested on Patreon by this patrono right here. Imperial Age is the name of the band, and the name of the song is Anthem of Valour. Alright, I must admit I've never heard of this band before, even though people are telling me that we should have checked them out on the channel eons ago. So, my loss, my bad. Are you ready? I believe they're symphonic metal, so
okay.
just take it for what it's worth. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong every so often, so you never know. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. What the fuck? Wow. I must admit, I didn't imagine this in a million years.
When I saw the sword, I'm like, because it looks like a Viking.
It looks like a Viking sword.
And then I saw the commandant come down here, and I'm like, oh shit. What is this? He has the commander's hat, but the Napoleon Bonaparte outfit, but it's
a little
all
bit,
black.
just more leather.
Yeah, more leather.
He was a little bit hell-bent for leather, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
He was definitely a little bit hell-bent for leather. When I saw him coming out, I was like, is this like an S&M video and nobody told us anything about? Because it kind of came out of left field, because I don't know the band, I never heard them. So to see a guy walking in like that, I'm like, where is this going? Like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, are we gonna see some bondage?
I didn't even notice.
I mean, I would be totally down for it.
Listen, I didn't even notice like his whole Napoleon type garment. You know, I just noticed the hat. That was the first thing.
I noticed everything. Like, I saw it as like.
But I'm like, one of these things just doesn't belong here. And
I just felt like
it felt weird. Yeah,
like he was walking into a bondage scene at a movie or something.
I didn't think that.
Like with a whip. I didn't know that thing was a stake. I thought that was a whip, right? Like you walk in with a whip and you're like a dominatrix kind of thing, but a dude instead.
I didn't think that. I didn't think.
Is there such a thing as a dude dominatrix? I guess maybe. I don't know. Is
maybe.
There? I don't know. You guys that are into S&M, let us know in the comment section. I don't know. I'm sure it's not called dominatrix. That's a woman.
Yeah.
Dominate troops?
I
don't know.
I don't.
Okay, maybe let's not go down that path. Anyways,
because I don't want to go down that path because literally like the last thing I would have thought of.
That's the first thing I thought when you walked into scene. I was like, because once again, I mean, if you're familiar with the band, then probably you're like, oh, you know, like whatever. But I'm not. So like things didn't seem to go well together. Like the sword, the snow, and then this man walks in like he's ready to whip somebody. You know,
that's not what I saw at least.
Okay.
I saw the snow, the sword, and the commander walk through.
Okay, you saw the commander. See, that tells you what kind of minds we have. You see a commander, I see some S&M dude.
I saw two types of commanders. Not only the one with the hat portrays a different commander, and the suit or whatever the fuck, it's a different.
Well, but when you bring
different time, it's different time periods.
Yeah, different time periods. But anyways, outside of that, what did you think about the video and the song?
Okay.
Let's start with the video. Were you a fan of the whole rolling in the snow with blood and?
It was like also the blood was like obviously fake blood.
I know. No shit, Sherlock.
No, but they could have put more. Listen, I've seen music videos where the blood.
Let's find a homeless guy and kill him, and then use his blood in the video so it looks real.
No. But I've seen like videos where people are able to make fake blood but look really good.
But the dude is fucking rolling in the snow.
I know, but when he's like using it, listen, I don't know about your blood, but
mine is not that bright. I'll tell you that.
Mine is also not sticky.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't go like this, and it's fucking.
Okay, like you're getting technical here. So let's overall.
It looked weird. It looked weird. Okay. Also, I don't know what the fuck the whole point was of him rolling in the snow, and
then wake up when the Odin's ravens showed up,
and the commander over there losing his hat halfway through the song.
I must say his hair looked glorious.
His hair was glorious. Yeah. You know, I couldn't.
It went with the outfit too.
I couldn't keep my eyes off him.
As dark as the outfit, I must say.
I really couldn't keep my eyes off him. I mean the hair was it was beautiful.
His demeanor, like with his chest all the way up.
He was the conductor of everything too.
Yeah. Commander and conductor.
But the song itself, it had everything perfect elements, everything, right? It just felt like it wasn't mixed properly.
You felt the vocals were a little bit too low?
Not just that, but like that was one of the main ones. Is the vocals were like hidden and too much. I never thought I'd say it, but like, it was too big for its own boots.
The song was too big for its own bridges?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
interesting.
It felt too big to the point where all the elements making the song big, that was drowning out everything else. So even when that cool violin thing was playing, I could barely fucking hear it because of the big shit that was in the background. If anything, it ruined parts of the song because of how big it was. You don't have to be, just because you're a symphonic band, you don't have to be big for the sake of being big. You can have those big elements.
The sense of bigness could come from all of the elements that are
together,
coming in
not just two things drowning out everything.
Okay, fair enough. Can I go now?
Yeah, you can go now.
Because people always say that I interrupt you, that I'm.
No, dude, you can probably even see me. I'm moving my headphones around, saying
just to see if you find a soft spot.
Exactly. I'm like. Is it just me? It could just be me. No, it's not.
No,
me.
it wasn't you. But okay, so let me give my take. I wanted this video to be just them playing.
That would have been nice.
I didn't need the snow stuff. Honestly, the guy rolling on... Because, to be honest with you, I didn't really get the point of it. And it looked cheesy as fuck. So, I could have done without it. Just give me Commander-in-Chief and Composer and whatever else you want to call them. Just give me that shit and give me them playing in that cave, whatever that cave was. It looked like a cave. Anyways, just give me that shit, because that was phenomenal. It had nice atmosphere, it had a nice vibe. Seeing the druid choir on one hand and then the violins on the other, that was fucking cool. I love that shit. Give me more of that. Now, as far as the song is concerned, I don't necessarily agree with you, but at the same time, I don't disagree. So what I'm going to say is, I really enjoyed this song. It was like a symphonic power metal song. It just had tons of movement. It was super fast, really ripping. The drums were heavy. The guitar is really driven as well. The vocals were phenomenal. The whole song has all the right ingredients.
Like I said, it's a good song. It has all the right ingredients.
And I really enjoyed it. For me, the only issue that I have is perhaps the vocals. I wanted the vocals a little bit more in the forefront. Not necessarily as drowned out by the symphonic elements and by the drums and by the guitars.
But in that case, you have to bring down the symphonic element just a bit.
Not bring it down, just mix it maybe a little bit better. Like, level it out. Bring the vocals a little bit more into the forefront. Don't move them as far deep into the mix.
Then everything just is loud. You need to... It can't just be big and loud, because then there's no substance.
I'm not saying to be big and loud. I'm saying just keep everything else. Just move the vocals a little bit more.
But you move the vocals to the point that the other stuff is at, right? That's what you want to do. Yeah. But the other stuff is already too fucking loud.
Oh, so you want to bring the other stuff down?
Yeah, it's already too loud. It's just noise upon noise, and it's drowning everything out. And if you just put everything to that level, you're just making it even louder. So, like, when I have this song on my phone, I'm gonna have to, like, push it all the way the fuck down to listen to it properly. Then when the next song comes on, I can hear shit.
But then you can't hear the vocals. If you bring it all the way down, you can't hear the vocals.
Oh,
the
dude,
way
on this song,
now.
I would have to put it all the way up, and then all the drums and everything are just gonna drown it out even more. Because it doesn't matter how much I put it up, it's just putting everything up.
Yeah.
So even if you do move the vocals up there, it's not gonna sound good. You want it to feel big without actually being fucking just drills.
Okay.
So that's what you normally would want from a song like this.
No, but listen, I don't completely disagree with you. I don't. But I honestly, I enjoy the track. I enjoy the sound. I enjoy the movement, the power that it had. The violins were phenomenal. The choirs were really interesting. It was a really good song. It is. For me, the only issue that I had is at times I felt like the vocals were a little bit too low, because I didn't mind the sound being big. I don't mind the sound being big. If everything is big and works well together, then I can still break things apart. And then I can just lower the volume a little bit if everything is that big. But the problem with this song is that I wanted to hear the vocals in the main front. And they're never going to be in the main front because everything else feels a little bit over on top of it.
Exactly.
That's all. I didn't have an issue with the violins. I thought the violins were fine because the song is still bombastic behind it.
There was that was a little bit of a problem because
for me, I thought I was.
There was the part where it was just like the violin
solo
piece there. Yeah, that part there was parts where it was kind of being drowned, but then it'd come back. Even throughout the song, there was some parts of the choir that would kind of be in the background and not be protruding even a little bit because of everything else. You want to be able to balance everything else, so you're able to.
You definitely want it to be better balanced. Yeah,
this song,
I agree.
This song is good, but one thing it's not is balanced. It's not balanced at all. So if they're able to balance the song, then it's a masterpiece.
I still enjoy the song out of it though.
Exactly, because the song has amazing pieces. Yeah, it's still a good song.
All the elements in the song are phenomenal. Exactly. The vocals are phenomenal. The choirs are phenomenal. The violins is amazing. The guitars and drums, everything is fucking good. It's just that for me, I'm going to stick with the vocals. I just felt the vocals were a little bit below where they needed to be.
For me, in the end, it's unbalanced.
Because when you look at not just symphonic, but when you look at power metal, there's some genres where you can hide the vocals a little bit deep in the mix, like black metal, even doom to a certain extent, sludge. There's a lot of genres where the vocals being hidden into the mix, deep into the mix, creates atmosphere and adds to the essence of the song. When you talk about symphonic and power metal, those are specifically those two, but you can even go as far as classic heavy metal.
Those are run by the vocals.
The vocals have to be on the fore. You have to feel like the sound is pushing the vocals forward. Not the vocals being behind the sound and can break through. And in this case, I felt
even
like it was
symphonic bands though. Elements that make the song big are not as loud or not overbearing onto the vocals. And in this case, that's what
his vocals are powerful enough that they don't have the volume doesn't have to be big. He can push it himself.
He can push it himself.
Yeah. So it's like you don't really need it, but you need everything else to be at least on point with him. So if everything is on point with him, when he goes a little bit for a higher note, it breaks through a lot more, becomes a lot more noticeable. Here, even if he tries to go with one of those,
if it breaks through, then it sounds like how it should sound normally.
Normally, it doesn't have the same impact.
Exactly.
All right.
If anything, you're like, oh, so now it's sounding like how it should. Like,
yeah, but it's not.
It's not. Yeah,
it's not. So, anyways, I still enjoy the fuck out of this song. So it's still a great track. All right. Anything else you want to add before we go?
No.
All right. So thank you to the Patrono that asked us to check this out. We'll see you guys at the next video. Take care.
See ya.